made it. Yeah. Fucking, it's always a nightmare. They packed the freight in there, fucking couldn't even close my doors. So I had to jump on the forklift and friggin' rearrange everything. Bunch of fucking morons, I swear. Fucking road is so narrow, I have to wait for both sides to clear before I can put my nose out there. It reminds me, time for a cigarette. Yeah. We call them reefers. Refrigerated freight. Hopefully I didn't forget anything. I ain't buying shit no more. Every day I think about selling everything and becoming a poor white man. Let my kids take care of me, right? 20 foot's good size. Sometimes you wish you had more, right? And who says size doesn't matter? Yeah, I know I've hauled fish before. I've used coffee grounds, friggin' ammonia and everything else, and I'm trying to get them scent free. And then when you roll in somewhere and your shit smells like Clorox bleach or chlorine or ammonia, they wonder what the hell you had in there, right? So yeah, there's always the goods and bads about that. Let me get you on the road here. How's that? Oh yeah, there's always a problem with refrigeration. Always. My biggest problem is the compressors. Especially when you're running them 24/7, you know, for the most part. Them compressors don't last long. Like $3,000. Just to spit in a bucket, you know. Yeah, like it ain't nothing. Done did $3,000 in tires this month. I got trucks getting fuel every day at $1,000 a pop. Yeah, it's getting expensive. I'm sure. Seems to be more repair shops here than truck stops. A lot of it too is out west, you know, because it's so hot. But hell, I've pulled corn, you know, corn on the cob, and they put like a foot of ice in on top of the corn. They blow it in on a big huge hose. It's crushed chipped ice, and they blow like a foot of it in on top of the corn. Then when you go to deliver it, you have to, people want at least 6 inches, 8 inches, whatever, of ice on the corn when it comes to their dock. So you have to go to these icing stations. It's fucking nuts. Plug those seep holes, which lets water out. You plug them to try to keep it as cool as you possibly can. But the corn comes in like bamboo crates, real thin wood, and if you let them get waterlogged, they break apart. So you got to be careful hauling corn. Yeah, here they have two major engines. They got a fuck, I just drew a fucking blank. You got International and you got friggin' Cooler. Your truck, you pay good money for it. You're not trying to friggin' get it all dinged up and scraped up. Fuck that. Same way, man. I inspect my trucks every time they come back, and if I see a scratch or a ding, I'm like, so what happened? Wow. Already set up. That's pretty good. How did you get the idea? I pay 30 grand for just a fucking trailer. Nice, nice. There's other things, worse things you could be doing, right? But it pretty much gives you the freedom that you probably wanted. Oh, it's gonna be a long fucking day. Yes, something's out of alignment if you're running tires off like that. Always got to, every morning, you always got to do that pre-trip, do your vehicle inspection, you know, check your tire pressure. They start running wrong, get them, rotate them, switch them to a different position. I found that works well. But your steer tires, your front tires, if they're running cattywampus, running off on the sides, you definitely got an alignment issue. Yeah, they're hauling water to the mines. They're water trucks. Exactly. Overinflated, underinflated. Yep. They start cupping on you, and then you're. Of course, nowadays, you know, truck drivers, they ain't real truck drivers. They get in and fucking drive. They don't care about nothing of the maintenance of the truck. That's why I call these new guys steering wheel holders. That ain't my job. Can't even replace a fucking wiper or a fucking headlight. Fuckers are worthless. Fucking sissy boys. I had a woman who would friggin' crawl right under the truck and get to work. Relationship, and she wanted it to go somewhere else. And nah, I like things the way they were. I'm not trying to move anybody in, man. I'm comfortable in my own skin, and I have no problem looking at the man that I see back. So there's a Snap-on truck. They sell parts, tools. I like to call them strap-on, but it's actually snap-on. Yeah, it's up to you. I'm just doing this because people ask me to do it. I never thought that I'd ever do it, but it's pretty cool to have people along for the ride. See how dark the sky is? It's all friggin' storm clouds. Yep, you can go, hey, truck, I can't sleep. Put that thing on your dash. Let's go. That's cool. I actually heard you guys don't have snakes, which totally blew my mind. Oh, it's still early. These sons of bitches don't go to work until 8, 9 o'clock. This is just a friggin' little feeder to the main road. Once I get up on the interstate, things will pick up. Yeah, there's nothing here, man. Like this, when I come up to this stop sign in a couple miles, you'll see there's nothing, man. All the little stores, everything is closed up. My first real girlfriend came from this town. Yeah, it's a highway. Interstate is a highway within a state, intrastate. An actual interstate is coast to coast, from sea to shining sea. Yes. So if you look here on the right, you see that building, it's a dollar store. When I was a kid, that was a cornfield. And like my little girlfriend used to live down there on the right. And we had a little love nest out there in the middle of the cornfield. Oh, too funny, man. Too funny. Oh man, they pop up everywhere. Some of these little towns I go through, there's nothing. All of a sudden there's a dollar store. It's like, holy shit. Like this town here, there's this friggin' gas station up here. That's it. And it's a town. Oh, forgive me, that's a bar. So you got a gas station and a bar. Gotta have a bar. Hell yeah. Yeah, thrift stores, secondhand stores. We have a store where I live. It's called Reuse It. Hell yeah. It's like everybody brings their secondhand stuff there, and it's an adequate name, Reuse It. But I find like a bunch of old dressers and stuff there, because I lean toward the dovetail furniture, not this presswork shit. Better quality. No wonder you like meat. Oh my god, this is too funny. Yeah, they call them swap meets or auctions, and then you have swap meets. That's where you see people with two teethers in their head and pregnant young girls running around with T-tops on, their bellies hanging out. Fucking straight up country folk. Always go mother one another. Damage is done. You might as well let me get a little right. Crazier than a shithouse rat. All these years in this truck by myself with a sashimi boo. That's not uncommon. Oh, there's a deer. Hi, deer. Most of the women I've been with in my life have been at least 10 years younger than me. 10, 15, 20. Of course, my first wife was my mother's age, so I don't know how shit works out, but the problem is them young girls, they don't appreciate shit. It's gone. I'm hoping to get one this week. Well, I don't know what's going on tomorrow, but right now I have to keep, yeah, that's true. That's always been true. Even when I was in school, I remember the girls were so much more mature than we were. Yeah, there's a young girl that works at the warehouse there, and she told me the other day. She says, "I thought you were like in your 40s." I was like, "Yeah. So what do you want?" Yeah, Sasha goes on the long ones. But right now, I don't have anybody to run the freight once it gets here. That's why I've been doing this. All my trucks are running long. They bring it back from California, they drop in the yard, then I grab it, and then I make the delivery so they can turn and get back to California. That makes sense? And right now I'm 2 drivers short. That's the problem. I just can't hire anybody that's worth a shit. I had one guy who lasted a friggin' week. He's like, "Oh, I can't run like that, man. I got a family. I can't get up at 4 in the morning and go to bed at 8 at night." Man, so I've been doing it. And you know what? As far as I'm concerned, I'm saving money doing it myself. But that friggin' Mack truck I bought, that's got some fucking issues going on with it. So I actually leased this truck that I got now to run the deliveries. This thing is fucking expensive too, man. Yeah, that's the problem. Well, the American way is to do as little as possible and get paid the most. That's a proven fact. These fuckers worthless over here, man. You can't get a young boy to do a full day's work, period. It's always the old timers that are holding their own, you know what I mean? I mean, I got 2 drivers that are over 60. And they've been trucking for years, so. Yeah, 101 inches wide. Foot trailers. Truck is 30 feet, so I'm over 100 feet long. There's doubles. Did you see it? There was 2 trailers. I can't even back up. Damn it, girl. That's a damn shame right there. I grew up on a farm, so my grandfather, and then he had a garbage truck business. So I learned to drive garbage trucks when I was young. Of course, you know, back in the farm wagons and everything. So I was used to backing things up. I never went to truck driving school or anything. I just went down and took the test. Oh shit. Yeah, you might see another one before the day's over. But those usually stay on the interstate as well. Because they're so long, so usually they don't go inside the cities like I do. Yeah, you don't want to always stay in your mirrors and always be looking up for sure. Yeah. There's a nice view. You guys grow corn out there? Or is that imported? If you got the same type of land as we do, it would seem that you would have you'd be able to grow corn. Hell yeah. Yeah, we do corn mazes for the kids. Halloween time, they run through them looking for prizes. No seals. No, not here. We have lobsters here. Down south, down Florida, down along the coast. In California, they have dolphins out there. Seals, dolphins. We're typically colder up here, so we just get the lobsters. No sharks up here. Oh, well, we call it cow's corn, and then we have sweet corn, which is eating corn. I got some at home. I might send you a picture or let you see it in real time. I get it from the Amish people. They got some good shit. You got Amish over there? Trains, yep, of course. In fact, we'll go across some railroad tracks to my delivery. I'm actually delivering in my hometown, which is pretty cool. My first stop, and then I gotta Colts. Yeah, we've had a few of them over here. And still get a pretty good view, even though the day is going to be gloomy, I guess. Yeah, this mountain is way better. It's pretty cool. It's like place, right? But you guys do drive on the opposite side of the road, right? That's great. No motion sickness for Natasha. I knew I'd get it right. I just, when I saw this amount, I was like, now that looks pretty sturdy. Plus the phone's close enough where I can read the chat, so that works out pretty good too. Yeah, got some new airbags. Yeah, it's supposed to be mid-70s today, so it'll be alright, man. I can't stand sweating my ass off for no reason. Yes. Yes, they're all air ride. Air ride, their seats. I wouldn't be able to drive if I didn't have air ride in the seats. No, this is a highway. There's 2 lanes going north and there's 2 lanes going south on the other side. So it's typically a 4-lane, but no, not 4 lanes going one direction. Find them in the bigger cities. Yeah, this is actually a highway, 2-lane highway. That's crazy. Why would you want to hide the live video so people can't see you being live, I guess, maybe? Well, yeah, that's the way it's supposed to be. We call it the granny lane. Your slow drivers are supposed to, well, here, stay to the right. But, yeah, people do what they want to do. You're lucky if they use turn signals. Us truck drivers are mind readers, you know. I always say I drive responsibly so you don't have to. There's the trains. See the trains off to the right? had a couple trucks go off this overpass here. So they put up dodo bird signs so people will slow down. Because they ain't smart enough to go slow enough. Another example of people just don't pay attention. There's one of them Dodge Chargers. Sorry about that. Sometimes I have to scroll the chat down because I can't. It's not moving on its own. So when I don't see nothing from you for a minute, then I have to scroll the phone. So I'm not avoiding your questions. Oh yeah, yeah. I've seen some of those cat eyes. For some states have them, especially like where it's real noted for the dense fog. I'm inside this little city, so. Yeah, about a half hour, 45 minutes. Yeah, you'll learn it. There goes a squirrel. Little squirrel just made it. He'll live to run another day. You have McDonald's where you live? I'm sure you do. Yeah, it's starting to rain again. Dirty bastards. There's McDonald's. Yeah. Honey, I'm home. All right, give me a couple minutes. I'll be back. Damn it, man. Enjoy that cigarette. Yes, air brakes. Yep, first stop of several today.
I'll be back.
still awake? Damn trolls anyways. That was quick. That wasn't bad, right? Well, some crazy dude keeps walking back and forth in front of my truck. I think he's a troll. Alrighty. And do my little bit of computer work. Yeah, you're supposed to. Now I'm going to a yes, they drive into the trailer. They call them docks here. They have rubber on them so that you don't knock the building apart when you bump it. Sometimes I have to tailgate. I have a pallet jack inside the trailer, so sometimes I have to bring it to the tail of the trailer, and then people will come out with a forklift and grab it. I think this next one actually is. So yeah, I'll be unloading probably in a parking lot. No carrots on this ride. I apologize for that. Looks like we got a bunch of frozen broccoli. Lake Street. Come on. Well, next appointment is yeah, like a 26-mile ride to our next stop, so that'll be all right.